Hello, Taurus. This is going to be your September love soulmate reading. Okay, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, it is general, so not everything will resonate with everyone. If I resonate with you and you would like a personal reading, you can reach me at the links in the description box. If I don't resonate with you, feel free to check out your Moon, Rising, and or Venus video. If not, that's cool too. Just click off. No worries. Donations are always done. I'm sorry, readings are always done by donation, but you don't necessarily need a donation in order to get a reading. However, I am getting busier, and the busier I get, the harder it is to fit in as many free readings as I used to. So as an incentive for the month of September, if you donate for this reading or a personal reading, you will be entered in a drawing to win this tarot deck. This is the deck that we'll be reading with tonight, and it is the Alchemy 1977 England Tarot, okay? And that drawing will be held on or around the equinox, all right? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of September. Love, soulmate connection. Remember that energy is fluid. Could be a little bit before or a little bit after, all right? Taurus. We're going to do one oracle and then jump into the tarot. Vacation. Take time for relaxation and adventure, Taurus. Vacation. Take time for relaxation and adventure. Okay? So some of you may be working a little too hard. Some of you may be taking a little too much vacation. But I'm not really, I'm getting, many of you are just working too hard, spreading yourself too thin. Taurus. Death. Death card for Scorpio, but really just an ending to something and a beginning of something else. That's all death is. Death doesn't even exist, right? It's an illusion. We transform. We transfer, but we don't die. So death is really just a rebirth. All right, Eight of Swords. I'm sorry, Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. So someone here is stressed out, having some anxiety, sleepless nights, possibly bad dreams. Could it be because the relationship itself is coming to an end, or just a part of the relationship? Don't freak out on me yet. Queen of Chalices. Queen of Chalices is very much half in this world, half in the other world, half in the spirit world, half in this reality, right? The Queen of Chalices is very intuitive, right? She understands things that maybe normal people or the everyday person doesn't understand. She's very in touch. And when I say she, I don't mean necessarily a woman, right? It's just the energy of feminine energy, okay? So some of you may actually be dealing with a Scorpio. Not necessarily, though. All right, Four of Cups. Four of Cups. So there is some boredom here and some overindulgence. I'm going to say both. Not necessarily for everyone, and not necessarily both for everyone. For some of you, it's just boredom. For some of you, it is just overindulgence. For some of you, it's both, and some of you, it's neither. But this is what's causing the anxiety. Like I said, it could just be an ending of that relationship, not necessarily the whole relationship, but something's got to give, right? Because things are getting cold, things are going boring, someone's getting bored, and it's possible that someone is looking outside of the relationship for understanding. Taurus. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, like I said, things are going cold. Queen of Swords can be very cold. Not always, but it's definitely to the point. Queen of Swords is a very cut the bullshit, cut through it. I don't want to hear it. Also very independent, very independent. Both of these queens are, but more so the Queen of Swords is very, very, can be a little more dark and cold, and doesn't always even know that they're being cold. But things here have definitely gone cold, and it's gone boring, and this has created stress in the other person. All right, Ten of Cups here. They're stressing about the home. They're stressed that they're not feeling like their emotions are being heard. They're not feeling like they're being understood. Right? And it's possible that there are a number of you that are dealing with this all the wrong way. Like you're not feeling like you're being heard, or your emotions are being cared for, and so in comes the overindulgence. In comes the alcohol and the drugs and the food or whatever, right? Which adds to the anxiety. Okay, the Magician. The Magician. This person over here is very skilled. This person is very skilled. They have all the tools that they need in life to do whatever it is they want to do. They are the alchemist. Okay? In this card, it's a wizard. I mean, in this deck, it's a wizard. So I don't believe that these are two people that don't understand each other. I believe that this one at least feels like they're not being understood, possibly both, because this energy really feels like they've gone outside of the relationship to talk to somebody else, to sort of confide into someone else, because they're feeling like they're not getting it from over here. But basically, it's not that they're not getting it from over here. It's just not a miscommunication, but a lack of communication. Something went wrong somewhere. And perhaps this is where you need the vacation, right? Relax and sort of come back together. Use the time away and sort of disconnect in order to reconnect. You see? Disconnect from the world and all the electronics and the bullshit and the work and the hustle and bustle of every day to reconnect with your person. The Hierophant. Right. So many of you, this is a marriage, which is what I picked up right away. And not even necessarily a legal marriage. It could just be living as a married couple. But for this reading, for this particular part, I am picking up a long-lasting relationship. And there's no spice. And one person is not feeling, in fact, it feels a little bit like codependency. Like this energy over here feels very much like they're relying on this person to validate the way that they feel. And that's dangerous, baby. That's really dangerous. Okay, Two of Cups. Definitely a soulmate relationship, no doubt about that. All right? But we have to reunite this love, or reignite, rather, if we want it to last. Like I said in the beginning, for some of you, this is the end. Okay? But for others of you, it's only the end of this part, right? It's not the end of the relationship, but these sleepless nights, this boredom, this bullshit, it's the end of that. card for Aries. I don't put too much emphasis on the sign of the card, but definitely things need to be more organized, all right? The Emperor runs the kings and the queens, all right? The Emperor is over everything. And the Emperor also has trouble letting go sometimes, all right? Sometimes the Emperor can mean a overbearing sort of either baby's daddy or father figure, or whoever has the more masculine energy. Sometimes they can be too controlling to a sort of abusive point. That may be a little bit of what's going on here. But also, I would say there needs to be a little bit more organization. And with that, like, I know this may seem weird and a little bit contradictory, but it's time to like switch up the routine. Switch it up. I don't really know how else to put it. I'm going to pull one more card. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. Like I said, learn how to do something new. Switch it up. Go do something new. This is requiring a new something. There's got to be something that you can learn and do together that is out of the norm for you two. Like, what's that shit they do? Painting with a twist, or like, if you never go to bars, go to a bar. I don't know, do some role play, buy a wig. You know what I mean? Like, switch it up, because this has gotten very, very cold. All right? And you have all the tools that you need if you want this to work. If you want to walk away, that's cool too. But if you want it to work, you definitely can make it work. But you can't make it work continuing on the path that you're on. All right? I love you very much. Namaste.